the sub sound. This is the sub sound. This is the sub sound. Hey everybody, welcome. This is the sub sound. We're back with another stream. Hopefully this time with functioning internet. That'd be nice. This is the sub sound. We had a bit of a hiccup that turned into a disaster yesterday. We get officially coxed for the first time in a while. Hopefully it doesn't come back. It was actually so bad. I'm glad that I turned off the stream because it was plaguing me for the next, basically till I went to sleep. It didn't stop. I assume it's stopped now because I have 6 megabits per second up and I forgot to test before the stream. So flying by the seat of my pants here. This is the sub sound. But yeah, I couldn't do anything upload-wise for the rest of the night. It just... This is the sub sound. It just locked in at 500 or so kilobits per second to like 1 megabit. And it just stayed right there. So, Luckily, we didn't try and stretch it or like, all right, don't worry, it'll be fixed in like 45 minutes. Because it would have been a huge waste of time. So, gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them, I guess. And we folded them at the right time. Anyway, we're back now, and gonna take a little break from one mountain blade and play another one, basically. I guess I'm just in the mood for this exact style of game. Star Sector.
This is the sub-sound.
Like 2D top-down spaceship mountain blade. And they just had a new, fresh update with new content. Like, literally yesterday, I think. Dude, hype train! Yo! Thanks to all the beginning of stream subs. Oh, dude, get hype. Great Lemon Wheel is here. Thanks for 12 months, Lemon Wheel. Sinless
This
Moon.
is the gift sub-sound.
Trial.
Star Sector PogChamp sub. What up, Sinless Moon? Also, thanks for the raid. I hope you had a good stream and enjoying the Star Sector. K-Nord with the love for 9 months. Hey, K-Nord. Omnium Gatherum, singing along, dancing. I love watching, I still enjoy watching all the different chat reactions, the different combos of emotes with the letter A. I don't know, it still makes me laugh. Hey, Etalyx, did you know there's a big new update to one of your favorite spaceship explosion simulators, Star Sector? That's what I've been told, Blink. But I don't know, I guess we'll play it eventually. I guess we'll try it out sooner or later. You know? I do like Star Sector, so I don't see why I wouldn't stream it at some point soon. No Stars, thanks for 14 months. Welcome to stream. Lurkster, whooping in chat for 15 months. Howdy, Just Mojo, what up? Who just simply says, aw yeet. Okay, that's fine. What's up, Just Mojo? Easy Target is here. Thanks for 3 months, Easy Target. Hello. Ben Elnor gifting a sub to Sakir. Who's back for 4 months? What up? And thanks for the bits, Crather, Meritanapa, and Tryway Too Hard. Appreciate it. What's up, JF? Yeah, this is the birth of Jeff as a meme game. It's not the birth of the icon, but it is affectionately known as Jeff Sector. Long ago, it was forged. Jeff was forged in Star Sector.
This is the sub-sound.
So I don't know if that's a sign of things to come in the near future. We'll see, I guess. Dude, apparently I do not make a good cup of coffee. I think I just hate plain coffee, and I can't. I tried adding extra beans today, and now it just tastes too, not burnt, but it's just too much. It's close to burnt.
This is the sub-sound.
Anyway, happy birthday, Jeff. Yeah, kinda is. Also welcome, Quid. Thanks for the fresh prime. And Scooty Jr. for 18 months. Thanks for the tier 1. Speaking of tier 1s, not including anything that's happened today, chat, we've got 5 days, including today, till the end of the month, and the deal is still on. You guys are at roughly 439 tier 1 non-gift, non-prime subs out of 500 for the RimWorld special deal. Streamer bribes chat for subs. Yeah. Call it what it is. We could do a subathon if that makes you feel better. Oh, he's doing it for time. It's the same thing, okay? This is just a really long-form subathon that takes place over a full month.
This is the sub-sound.
trying to get you to buy more lemonade. This is literally his job, chat. That's also true. I am heavily incentivized to do things for money, given the nature of my relationship to this website. It kind of comes with the territory. If I woke up April 1st and my Twitch contract was gone, I would have to find something else to do with my life. Like, well, I guess there's other options, i.e., like Patreon and stuff. That wouldn't necessarily kill the channel, but you get my point. I'd have to find some way to pay the bill. Your Honor, I needed the subs. Judge Judy. Hey, give those back. YouTube live streaming. Probably not. That being said, I don't know if my YouTube channel still has CMS hookups or not. Let me see if I can. Did I save my YouTube channel or no?
This is the sub sound.
Latest comment on YouTube. We miss you, Etalyx. My friend. Wish you'd come back. I wish you would watch my Twitch stream, okay? We both can't get what we want, alright? That was me. No, me. Oh, dude, I did. I actually saved my AdSense account. Nice. I procrastinated until there was less than 2 days until it was going to expire. Sweet. So if I ever needed a fallback, there it is. Oh, dude, level 1 hype train! Sick! Oh, share that emo, dude. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Howdy, Albacore. Thanks for the 5 months. Who says hi? And for getting on the train with us. Captain Squirrel says, shut up and take my money. Okay.
This is the sub sound.
Can I talk now? Okay. Good. We're back in space. Also, who else is going there? Zin Muffin? What's up, Zin Muffin? And Peplets with a fresh sub. Thanks for the brand new subscriptions. I can't wait for chat to tell me how to play the game today that I've already played for like 200 hours. We are going to start a new campaign. Why am I locked at 30 frames per second? Hold on. Let's try this. That should be smoother. Now, I'm playing vanilla because I don't want to play with just a couple mods. There's a bunch of mods that I played with before. And I'm just gonna wait until more of them are caught up before I even attempt a modded playthrough. I don't want to play with just 1 or 2 ship factions. So we're going down the vanilla train, which will also help people, because a lot of people have not seen this game, even though we've streamed it a bunch. Here's basically the rundown of what it is. It's a sandbox game where we're gonna have the whole universe, well, I guess a galaxy to explore, but mostly to fight for our own survival. So the combat in this game is the shining point. In fact, I like to kind of set the stage by just doing a mission. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna delegate to the AI as soon as I think they reset keybinds in this update, so I'm not sure if I ever changed the keybind for delegate to the AI. I don't remember what it is. I think it's like fleet command or something. Toggle autopilot U. Okay, I got it. So I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and just show you what some pew pew explosions look like. What would be a good one? The Forlorn Hope. I've done this one so many times. You just be a capital ship versus an entire enemy fleet. A hammerhead. It's an elite hammerhead. That gives you a pretty good idea. All right, we'll do that one. There's a bunch of ships on this. This is just a. This is not the sandbox or a campaign. That was just a series of progressive difficulty missions that you can just do to experience larger fleet combat with no risk and jump into some different ships and just play around with them and see what different builds you like. So I'm just gonna hit you. Okay, I am not controlling the ship anymore. I am simply a spectator. Speaking of, I forget how you do spectate. It is... What's the key to, like... I think there is a key to free cam. We may need to turn the volume up. If, like, is a battle really a battle if you can still hear me talking over it? I don't think so. Let's turn it up like 50%. So if I were playing SS Hammerhead, I've got a couple forward-mounted missile launchers. The cannons that are pew-pewing. Ooh. Uh-oh. I don't really approve of... Never mind. I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. He got out of that pretty well. And I guess I could take this opportunity to explain some of the basic combat mechanics, which you'll be seeing a lot of. I'll be explaining this about a half dozen times today, because as everybody kind of filters in, they're like, what's going on? I don't understand. Oh yeah, there is a new vent animation. I just saw that. So the AI is disengaging right now because you can see his flux meter filling up rapidly. And if that were to go to full, ooh, that does look really nice. If that were to go to full, the ship would overload and basically become a sitting duck with no shields. So it's kind of like a resource management game where you can shoot your guns and also take hits on your shield, which will build flux. And you're trying to keep it low while overloading the enemy's flux, so you can see theirs rising as well. And the higher theirs gets, the more inclined they are to try and just take a quick tactical retreat. Come down here where it's relatively safe. When they feel they can either just let it dissipate naturally or actually vent it. But if you vent it, it goes away much faster, but you are also a sitting duck for the duration of the vent. So it looks like this Hammerhead AI is really zeroed in. I don't think he's ever going to be able to defeat this ship, but I might be wrong. Depends on how cocky the AI gets, but I think he's gonna need some backup. It looks like friendly ships are retreating. Where is everybody? We could watch somebody else do something. Who else would be a good fighter? I feel like the Medusas are just so fast compared to this other fleet. Here's another friendly ship that is engaged with a, I believe this is a carrier. Got this wee little baby ship being very brave. Deftly dodging a slew of dumbfire missiles, but getting in a little over his head. Yeah, I think Team Green has definitely lost this one. But as you can see, it's a game of, like, tactical combat with a slew of different weapon types, ship types, actual armor damage. So, like, where the ship gets hit... Oof. Where the ship gets hit actually takes damage and becomes weakened. So you can really pound one particular side of a ship and pierce its armor on that side. There's the overload. And my poor artificial intelligence is dead. The AI in this game is actually really, really, really good. And that's why you're going to see, probably, if not today, then the next time we play this, at least a couple people in chat will be like, "Hey, Etalyx, I see that you are struggling to figure out what this ship is capable of, so please just hit the U key and let it go out." No. Never listen to those guys, okay? You do it yourself, or not at all, because you gotta get good somehow. I've also had some ships that I design with a specific purpose in mind, and then I go into the testing lab simulation to try and figure out if it'll work for the express purpose that I've set it up for. That's usually when they reveal themselves. Sometimes you can think of things in a different way than the AI would. But the AI is fantastic. Streamer, I noticed you've been struggling with backseaters in chat. I'd recommend hitting the U key to let auto AI ban everyone. Thanks, Sanjay. Go for it. But anyway, that's just a battle, so that's not, even though I think that's the focus of the game is why I play it, rather, there is another half of the game, which is kind of open space, flying around, trying to build your own fleet, get your own colonies set up, and generally carve a little spot in the galaxy out for yourself. Do we have any new portraits? Where's the original Jeff? We might just have to be the original Jeff. Is he at the top? I remember he has, like, this guy. That's, I think that's the original one. I believe that's the OG Jeff. From Jeff Rocks Co. We've also played as the Shrouded Granny before. I know we've played as the Red Helm.
This is the sub sound.
We could play as the meme guy. The meme cringe guy. Oh, it does look like there's a bunch of new ones. I kind of like this dude. I like this guy. It's got like a faceplate is over his head, but it looks like a pompadour, and like red cybernetic eyes on the side too. I also like the dude with the cigarette. It looks so reluctant. The reluctant hero. Yeah, I don't remember people being in like uniform. Like this person, these two, you, And you and you. I don't remember the, like, corpo uniforms. A little more business-oriented. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we pick. What? I gotta go with my heart and pick this one. Okay, name. Gilgamesh Olympus. That is a name. Dawit Mason Light Dixon. Dixon Cater. That's like a Campion. Dude, gotta watch Raised by Wolves, chat. Gotta watch Raised by Wolves. Leonard Demos. Uranus Oliver. Nice. Alright, let's go, Gilgamesh Olympus can't be beat. I think we gotta go Kinshi name. I gotta just make something up. And I want to use a last name that's generated, so Elysium, Titan, Ganymede. These are just the names of moons. X. Burt McDaniel. Burt McDaniel. All right, name. What name are you to me? You are like a... I'm getting a definite, like, your... What about just your? What about that? And that's it. Just first name your? A new run too. Yeah, well the game just updated, so we gotta start from scratch. I think just your. Doesn't have to have like a 3-syllable name, but the last name does. Your... It can't be Frankel. It can't be Frankel. Get away from the letter F. I have like a, like Trigun is on the mind. Your Vashpod. Your... Lawn... Bob. Your... Zetapole. Your Zetapole. That's as spacey a name as you can get. your lawn bob is just your an Orlando. Your lawn bob. Vaguely Star Wars, it checks out. Alright, we're just gonna go with your Zetapole. Mixed sector age. Just combines everything into one. Different constellations can be old or new. Sector size normal. And sure, help pop-ups, let's go. Your most recent occupation was... Basically, this is dictating how the game begins. So this is just choose your start. Have a simple Wolf-class frigate. Have a simple Wayfarer combat freighter.
This is the sub-sound.
Or fast start or randomized start. A freelancer doing whatever you've been able to find. A randomized collection of ships slightly weaker than either of the fast start options, but roughly in the same category. Okay, so the OG starts are either the Wolf or Wayfarer class. I don't want to do the fast forward one. The randomize is interesting, but you can't go wrong with the old Wolf class frigate. I think we did Wayfarer last time, so let's do Wolf. Because we did Super Trade Empire, and we began with the honestly, starting with the Wayfarer was kind of tough. But I am really curious about the random start. I just want, if I had one request, there's other good frigates that you could start the game with. I would like a freelancer that only gives you one ship, like randomized one ship. The only reason I'm not picking this is because it's randomized few ships. I like starting from scratch. So some of the new things in the game, looking at the patch notes, that we can look forward to. Obviously, we have story missions now, new enemies, weapons, and ships, new skill system, new options for colonies and officers and stuff, raiding core worlds, some new tech, gain new opportunities with new types of bounties. So maybe maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to try doing bounties now that the bounty system has been revamped. So we're gonna go Wolf class frigate. Oh, in addition, your fleet includes, oh, you do get a second ship. Yeah, I think I had a mod that let me just be a single ship by myself. Maybe I should do the randomized one then if we're gonna get another ship anyway. There's no back button though, I don't think. He's still in the character creator. I guess I can't remember what my last name was, but I can remember Lawn Bob. So I guess I'm gonna be Lawn Bob now. A freelancer doing whatever job you've been able to find, randomized start. Okay, let's see. Select the campaign difficulty, easy is recommended. Screw you. Start with tutorial. No. A true hero's name, yes. Normal is really hard, though. It's like playing all realistic on Mountain Blade. Alright, so let's check this is new. We have 1 skill point and 0 story points. Okay. Learning a skill requires 1 skill point. Some skills can be made elite after they are learned. This requires a story point instead of a skill point. You gain 1 skill point leveling up. In total, 15 will be available after you reach max level. Whereas a story point can take actions that are in some way exceptional. The range of effects include making permanent modifications to ships, improving the effects of skills, officer customization, and getting dialogue options not otherwise available, such as disengaging unscathed from a battle you do not want. You will gain 4 story points over the course of each level. In addition, you will continue to gain story points after reaching max level. Ah!
This is the sub sound.
So, apparently all the mod nerds complaining, they complained loud enough. Because I remember everybody was like,
it's so annoying how you only get 15 skill points. I'm so tired of getting to max level. I don't get any more cool skill points. I'm gonna download the mod that lets me get every skill.
So it looks like story points are the answer to that, to some extent, where you can still earn stuff even after you hit max level. Some use of story points grant bonus XP, which double your experience gain until it's used up. The less long-term or impactful the use, the more bonus experience it grants. 100% bonus XP means enough to earn an extra story point, eventually compensating for the use of the story point entirely. Some of the bonus XP is granted immediately, while the remainder is gained on reaching max level. Okay. That sounds cool. One day they'll make a game about making a character, and alongside Lawn Mowing Simulator, peak Etalyx will have been achieved. Avec, some say that that is in fact the focus of our lives on Earth is just one big character creator. And when you stop working on you, you start working on someone else. But that's my secret. I am never gonna stop working on me. I'm gonna live forever. Okay, well, we got some skills to look at because I'm assuming the revamp includes changes to what they do in some cases. Because I noticed that they are split up into twos, which is interesting. So it appears that the old system used to be you would put a point in the left here to determine which you want to unlock. So let's see if that is not the case. Okay, these require... Oh, it's an either or. Okay, I gotcha, because this requires... To get either of these two requires one of these two to be picked. So are they mutually exclusive? Or can you take both if you like both? Either way, we got combat, leadership, tech, and industry. Industry is colonization, salvaging. Technology is just the performance of your fleet. Leadership is basically your ability to guide into battle, and I guess outside of battle as well, the ships in your fleet, and then combat is combat. They are mutually exclusive, but if you complete the tree, you can lap it and get both. Okay, gotcha. This game got an update? Yeah, we're playing the new update vanilla. I made it to the beginning! Yep, we're still in the character creator. We are just the universe experiencing itself. Yeah, the actual secret to life, by the way, chat, if you want to know why are we here, what is our purpose? You know the old saying, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody is around to hear it, does it still make a sound? Okay, the universe actually thought of that question and was like, damn, nobody's here to see this cool shit that I made. If nobody can see it, then does it actually exist? So we were made so that we could appreciate and experience this awesome creation, so that it could be real. Otherwise, it wouldn't be real. Thanks, universe. All right, combat stats are something I almost never put points into first, because I always went for the one that gives you... I think I always go industry, but I don't know what industry is anymore. So let's look. Oh, there's quotes and stuff now. I like the flavor from each of these. That's neat. Plus 50% cargo capacity to all ships, and fuel capacity, and personnel capacity. Ooh, it's actually really good. The more personnel you have, why would you want more people? I am assuming it still works this way. The more people you have on a ship, like, let's say the capacity for a ship's 500 personnel. If you have 250 personnel, half of that, you will have less efficiency making repairs, and the general, like, how the ship works moment to moment is going to be slower than if you had a full capacity of 500. So they wouldn't be able to fix the ship back up as fast. I think you also get perks to maybe firing speed, because they're, like, loading faster. There's a couple other perks in there, too, but more people know better, basically. And obviously just being able to carry more is nice. Salvaging is the one that I always picked. It's scary that this is an either or with 50% more cargo, fuel, and personnel. But that's fun. I love skill systems where you have to pick the greater of two. 50% more resources, but not rare items, such as blueprints. Ah, you cheeky developer, that's what everybody wanted. They want the loot box bonus. Recovered from abandoned stations and other derelicts. I like that that's its own line, like, not blueprints, by the way. 20% post-battle salvage, and minus 75% crew lost in non-combat operations or accidents. Oof, that's tough. Okay. But these are both good. Let's just look at the first two. I'm not gonna worry about these until later. Okay, I don't want to read 50 skills right now. So let's just pick out of the first 8. Terrain movement penalty from all applicable terrain, such as like nebulas, slow you down. And slowing you down is really, you know how bad it is to be slow in Mountain Blade Overworld? Same thing here. I'm assuming that this is Overworld and Battlefield. +1 max burn level, so you can just go faster in the Overworld. Increase the burn bonus of sustained burn by 1, and you can do transverse jump directly into hyperspace or through a gravity well. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, versus sensors. I see you, little fish. You can't be detected as far. So this is good for basically going incognito, trying to smuggle goods. You would not want to be detectable.
This is the sub sound.
Whereas you also get a bonus 25% to your sensor range. +3 to burn level at which the fleet is considered to be moving slowly. Okay, so that's basically stealth. Imagine if your crouch was 3 burn levels faster, where normally you have to be at like 2 or something. So you get to go faster while still being in stealth, basically. High-res sensors increase the whole fleet's sensor range if you put them on the ship, and neutrino detector, which I remember hating. Okay. How about leadership? +10% weapon damage for all combat ships. This is not as important at the beginning of the game because we don't have a big fleet, but you do get some nice hull mods to put on your ship. Versus +900% to combat effect of militarized... Okay, these are subsystems, escort package, and assault package are all 3 hull mods that you can use. I believe. The militarized subsystems definitely is. I don't remember escort package or assault package. Oh, they're listed here. Hull integrity, armor, and flux, or maneuverability, point defense range, and damage dealt to fighters and missiles. Both sound really good. Helmsmanship is pure combat. Big maneuverability, that's just your turn radius, like how fast you can spin. And overall top speed. Elites. I don't know what elite is. The 0 flux speed boost is activated at any flux level as long as the ship is not generating flux. Elite is when you spend a story point. Okay. So you can spend a story point on a ship to give them that buff. Same for this. You can do 100% target leading accuracy. Ooh. And your missiles, rockets, and bombs are harder to destroy before they impact. And plus 20% damage to ships of destroyer and larger size. Okay, okay, all right, I like these. Obviously more loot sounds good, but the negation of blueprints makes it not an auto-include for me. Because there is something to be said for the bottom one, a little sneaky. I didn't read this the first go-round. Increase the burn level of all non-militarized civilian-grade ships by 1. If you run a bunch of civilian-grade ships, it can slow you down, like salvage rigs, and tankers, and cargo ships for trading. Having those just be faster is actually a nice overall buff. And as much as I want the movement speed and burn level buff, I did do a lot of smuggling last time, so the sensor stuff is really helpful. I don't know what to pick first. I might just go with a simple combat choice and just lock it between these two. Does anybody remember what type of ship we built last time? I remember we had like a couple different capital ships that were our primaries. I always enjoy missile boats. So I'm tempted to do Strike Commander. But we haven't really done any, like, pew-pew Like, just a ton of machine guns. I don't know. There's not one that really stands out to me as very much better than the rest. But you know what? If I had to choose, if I had to pick one that was better than all the rest, it'd be RT Game! Oh! Oh! Raiders! Look at you all! Oh, time to suck up to 2,500 Raiders! You wish. You must earn my praise. You can start by putting away those pickaxes, okay? All the ore and the valuable resources on this stream have already been picked clean by my own chat. The rivers are dry here. There's no gold in them hills. What's up, Raiders? I hope you guys had a good stream. Playing some Hollow Knight, as I recall. Hope it's been good. You're here for the beginning of a game called Star Sector, which, if you've ever played Mountain Blade before, it's kind of like a top-down 2D space explosion mount and blade. Big sandbox game. We're just choosing our first character trait now. It was pain.
This is the sub-sound.
Well, yeah, I mean, Hollow Knight, you have to lose in order to win. You can't experience Hollow Knight without hurting a little bit on the inside. It makes you appreciate what you had before. And also, I think good preparation for just being here. Because if you were used to experiencing pain, you're in the right place. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I watched Etalyx's stream. The only thing that's real. I just said the same line twice. I don't remember the lyrics. Anyway, thanks for the raid, RT. You're a hero.
This is the sub-sound.
Looking forward to playing some games with you soon. In the meantime, chat, let's start blowing some ships up. I want big missiles, rockets, bombs, explosions, and torpedoes. I choose that one. %, more torpedo missile HP and 20% more damage to ships of destroyer size or larger. Go. Strike Commander only affects fighters. Oh, you're right. You're right. It says it right there. Affects fighters from piloted ship. Oh, I gotta be... do I want to be a carrier? Carriers are cool, but I think we did carrier last time. Carriers are cool. Okay, there's a bunch of raiders. I gotta get out of this menu. They want to see what else there is. Okay, just maneuverability and top speed's fine. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with just faster, better, right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's a solid pick. Let's go. Your lawn bob. Ready to take off. That's what you said the last time. Hold on. Who are you? Who said that? Okay, you have been following since November of last year, so maybe I did. Maybe I did. Anyway, welcome to space, everybody. I just thought it was funny to say. Well, I hope you got a good laugh. I hope you got a good chuckle. We're here at Jungala Station. Where are we in the overworld? Here in hegemony space. And we want to go to... Well, really anywhere. We don't have to do the tutorial to leave the Corvus system, right? We can just leave. I think we can just go. So, half the game looks like this, where we're kind of like in our little... Wait, who's in our fleet? We have 5 ships? I don't want 5 ships. You know what? You know what? Start over. I'm going back to the character creator. Your Lawnbot. Okay? The different name this time. Different name this time. Just give me the wolf with a kite class shuttle. Normal difficulty. No, skip the tutorial! That was a misclick. That was one more time. One more time. I like your Lawnbot, actually, now. No tutorial. Skip it. Give me the combat. There we go. Start. Listen, alright, you can't come in here and say, still in the character I made 3 characters in less than an hour. That was 3 separate character creators, less than 60 minutes. Raiders are crying. Well, apparently they were in great pain before they even came here. I tried to warn them. Can the raiders who are still here please reveal themselves, introduce themselves, say hi to the community, and just let us know where you are. Let us know where you are. Hello. Okay, first of all, Bloody Trumpet said Star Sector, let's go! Alright, you can stay. You can stay. Anyways, my community, I've made it really easy for you to block all the
This
new,
is the sub-sound.
potentially annoying people if you want. Their names are right there. I would recommend setting up a macro. So if you just set it to a hotkey, push a button, and it'll do like /block
5
space.
consecutive subscriptions.
And then all of there, you can just copy paste their names in. I'm just kidding. We love you guys. Thanks for coming and being here. Alright, now we're just 2 ships. There we go. This is how it should be, in my opinion. The ISS Dark Matters. We're gonna name this immediately. Who's this gonna be named after? Are we gonna do the thing where we name ships after chat again? Okay, I'm gonna name this after only the first person who deletes 50,000 channel points. If you're not the first, rip your channel points. That's the risk you take. What if you click the button right when somebody else does? Alright, Weirus is the first one in. The ISS Weirus. Rest in peace, Juniper Knots channel points. 50,000. Only one scam. I am surprised by that. Let's run a little simulation and find out what our ship is capable of right now. Okay. So this is our ship. As it comes. We've got 1 stinky laser. We got 2 swarmer missile launchers, which are basically like anti-fighter, anti-small ships. And then we have 3 point defense lasers, which are basically just there to shoot down enemy missiles or rockets. So what I do is I pew-pew the shield, and I can teleport. I have like some kind of special system where I am allowed to phase through space to try to get closer to my prey. I have to hit the target, though. If I don't hit the target... Ooh, that was close. He's freaking me out a little bit. He's so fast. There we go. Starting to put a little bit. I think I just need to go deep with no shield. Ooh! Alright, I'm gonna vent. I'm gonna sit and duck right now, but I gotta get rid of the flux. How is his dissipating so fast? How do I lock on? Is it V? No, it's not V. V is flux. What's the lock on? F? No, R. R. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Chat, I can't. He's too fast, too quick. I gotta teleport. When my shields are up, I can't keep up with them. He's just bouncing me around this rock. He's giving me the runaround. Some of his guns are offline. All right, I need to like vent and take control. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Our combat readiness is lowering too. He's running circles around me. I gotta lead the target. But he can stop on a dime. He's going in for a shot. He's gonna give it one last-ditch effort. I can't wait until my kite is in this battle as well. This is just a simulation. Finish it! All right. I need better missiles. Simulation over. Combat readiness, who needs it? Is this game on Steam? No, it's on the developer's own website. They have refused to put it on Steam until it's done. It's been in development for like a decade. I don't know how long. It's been like 10 years, and they do like they've still been doing free updates to the game while it's in development. Well, you know what I mean. They've been updating the game regularly, like once a year. And the new big update just came out. Define done. Well, apparently the developer is a perfectionist, so they refuse to put it on Steam until it's done. And it ain't done. It's also only $15. So check it out if you haven't already. But it's on the dev's website if you'd like to buy it. It's Fractal Softworks. Got the ISS Cosmonaut. All right, since I'm sorry, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. The ISS Juniper's Knot. You are the crappiest ship in the game, arguably, a kite. But you get a salamander missile, a single one, a little anti-fighter missile launcher, and a dual autocannon that hits shields, and that's about it. But you're in. It's better than nothing. So, what we need to do now is kind of figure out, first of all, how long we can survive with just 55 supplies. So we are rocking 55 supplies and only require 0.23 per day. So we got, you know, a long time, 110 days or more, before we need to worry about that. However, those will also be used to take and fix the ship. So if we get damaged in an encounter, so what we want to look for is probably some pirates. We have 32,000 in cash, and we're sitting on 25 fuel. You don't use fuel unless you are traveling outside of a system. So in-system travel is free as far as fuel goes. It just costs supplies. And then we got combat readiness, which maxes at 70%, I think, right now. This is our sensor range, how far we can be seen on sensors, because we have our transponder on, which is basically the way for the local authorities, in this case the hegemony, these orange circle fleets of ships, to identify friend or foe. So if we turn off our transponder, nobody can identify our ships, but they can still identify our ship's thrusters' signatures, and they will come investigate. It's basically like having our ID. So if we turn our ID off, the system police come to investigate. So for now, we want to stay nice and friendly, but it also tells the pirates where you are. So you have to be careful about that. And also, we'll just find some pirates up here near Garnier. So let's lay a course for Garnier. Unpause, and away we go. So we're going to need to pause quite consistently. But this is a sandbox game where you can do whatever you want. You can go against the local authorities and, like, find contraband on other stations, such as illegal weapons, narcotics, or body parts, and sell them on the black market for cash. Trading is extremely lucrative in this game. Eventually, you obviously want to build up your fleet, specialize it, try not to run into too many asteroids, and either bounty hunt, set up some colonies for yourself. There's this entire galaxy to explore. You can do some deep space exploration where you're just looking for points of interest and you can sell the data. I think without Nexarellan, I don't think they can expand. Can they? I don't remember. Can they expand in the vanilla game? Running from your fleet. We should also, of course, make a beginning a stream save. Why are you... Got ya. You tried to run, but you waited too long. All right, so we've already found a good first fight. That was much faster than last time. We're going against a combat freighter and a kite, and they both suck. So these orange bars are not an indicator of their veterancy, but rather how shitty their ships are. So the more orange bars there are, the worse their ships are versus the vanilla norm. So these are called D-mods, and they're basically negatives. So like their hull integrity is lower, their top speed is lower, they're more expensive on maintenance in this case. There's different D-mods in the game, and as your ships get like exploded, damaged, and recovered, they can form D-mods. They're really downsides, but we will have to fly with D-mod ships in our fleet because they're cheaper. It's like getting a super used car. In this case, 5 D-mods is like the wheels are falling off, though. So let's just jump in. I will take command of the action myself. We should also, let's get some music on. I know there's music in the game, but like, I want constant music. Wait, is music also the ambient space noise? All right, we're gonna listen to, what section of space are we going to? We're going to... Oh, I've been in the mood for this, but I haven't had the excuse to listen to it. This isn't really space so much as sci-fi, but that's okay. This is the feeling I want to evoke. There we go. Hopefully that's loud enough. You probably won't be able to hear it over the explosions in a moment. But it's the thought that counts. All right, little kite, we gotta work together. Me and the AI. Oh, we already have a captain? So watch as the kite on the left kind of just harasses. Is like flanking, moving into the side, shooting a few little pew-pew missiles, forcing them to turn around so that I can just lay into them. And that's how it's done. Where's the other ship? Did the other ship run away? Oh, you're capping the control point. Oh, interesting. So notice how some of the missiles, like these salamanders, go for our engines, and now I'm spinning out. So that's the danger. I could get nuked right here, and there's nothing I could do about it. Luckily, he's on the run. So we have to bring the engines back online after the EMP detonates, and we can do the same to you. So I'm trusting my point defense lasers to actually stop the missile in its tracks, so I can focus on the task at hand.
Our first campaign victory is complete. We have pursued the pirates and destroyed them. No enemy ships have escaped.
Let's pick through the wreckage, see what we can grab. We actually rescued 50 crew. We don't need that many crew, so we're actually, I guess, just gonna vent the other 40. Wait, no, these are my crew. That's my crew. This is what we salvaged. Never mind. You guys are safe. You guys are fine. Don't worry about it. I wasn't gonna vent 40 of you just now. Space my own crew. I just put like 40 of you into the airlock. It was just a joke. I just wanted you guys to clean that. Nobody gets in there and cleans those spaces. You're taking more salvage than your fleet can carry. Man, we can't carry even one weapon? What am I supposed to do? I need to start carrying some weapons. Why do we have 25 machinery right out of the gate? Like, I want this and I want that. Those are the two things that I want. The heavy machinery is just for salvaging, right? I could probably drop some. I could probably buy a new ship. I got 35,000. Space a couple guys to make room. I mean, that won't work, but... I hate that the biggest thing you could have shown me to make me want this game is accidentally venting your whole crew. Well, it could happen to you. Alright, we'll turn the music down a little bit. Let's just do this. Who cares? Okay, well, I don't need this. I like collecting things like heavy autocannons, though. I'll buy more heavy machinery later. It usually is pretty easy to get. Okay, so our fleet supply consumption has just gone up because we went into battle, so our combat recovery is down to 50% and is coming back up. So ideally, the higher combat readiness, the better before you engage. I forget what the hotkey is to unlock. The camera. Move or stop is, or move slowly or stop is S. I need to know that for stealth. I believe it should be it should be a mouse button. It's not mouse 3. Oh, it's right mouse. Okay. I thought it was a mouse button. Pop a little sensor burst, see if anybody's around us. So we're using this mini-map in the bottom right. To basically just look for contacts. Hey, what's up, Zap Guy? How's it going, dude? Welcome to stream. I forget what the fast forward button is, though. shift. It is shift. I don't need you, chat. I wasn't asking you. So, here on Jangala Station, we can do a bunch of things. Number one, we can trade, acquire new goods, sell old goods, get new ships, or maybe even find some jobs. Dirty Assassin's also here. What up? I'm just gonna sell this outright, I guess. So, we're paying, notice that we're paying taxes. We're paying 30% tariff on everything that we sell, unless we sell at the black market. So, here, there are no taxes. There are recreational drugs, harvested organs, heavy guns and armaments, blueprints and mod specs that you may not find elsewhere. But, if you make any purchase or any sale while in the black market and you have your transponder on, everybody knows who did it. It's like robbing a bank and then spray painting your name on the side of the bank. So you have to turn your transponder off before you do that. However, you can't just turn your transponder off in vision of enemy, or I guess police vessels. They will know. They're smarter than that. So you can't just flip it off, then hop back in the station. You got to go out of sight, lose the signal, so your sensor stops projecting. Flip it off, come back, not get detected on the way in, and then make the purchase. So certain spots are harder than others to get in and out. Stuff like that. And then, of course, you've got the military market, which is faction-specific. So making friends with different factions will give you access to different military gear. Okay. So all we're doing, if we wanted to, we could buy some more heavy machinery, but I don't want to. What I'd like to see is check the fleet purchases on the open market. Where do I do buy? There we go. Okay, so here's the ships they have available. Not a lot. I wouldn't mind having just a Lasher frigate. Keep in mind these are all naked ships, so they don't have any guns on them for the most part. So we have to equip them as well. And it's got one D-mod, so it's going to be a little cheaper, but where's the D-mod on this one? It's on compromised armor, so its armor rating is down by like 33%. But it is within our buy range, so that may be worth taking. Because I don't really want more kite shuttles yet. Kites have their use, though. I'm probably just going to take the D-mod Lasher, but there is another station to look at here, and I guess I could look on the black market, but... Afflictor phase frigates. Bunch of drone tenders. Good old Venture-class cruisers. The Dominator is also a classic. Would they have a Dominator 14 just sitting here on the black market? How do you hide a ship as big as the Dominator? Exactly. Alright, is there another station here, or is it just the Hegemony and Pirate one? Well, okay, I guess I'll get the D-mod Lasher. It's not that expensive. We have Asharu is an abandoned terraforming platform. I don't think there's any vendor there. Throw some cushions over it. I suppose so. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy the Lasher. So this is a sandbox game, so even though the starting systems are the same, everything else is randomized. And the game will change each time you play, right? But we'll just grab this. It's only 12,000. So, we need to arm this up. Now we want to go refit screen. And we got all the hard points here. So we can actually deck out and customize each ship the way that we want, however we choose. And there's a ton of different combinations that you can do, such as For missile hardpoints, we've got dumbfire missile launchers. We've got harpoons, which are basically your anti-armor. We've got anti-shield sabots. For the ballistics, we've got the same thing. So there's these different damage types, and it seems complicated at first, but it's really not. You've got kinetic, which is 200% damage versus shields, but only half damage towards armor. You've got fragmentation, which I don't... oh, there's a high explosive, which is extremely good against armor, but terrible against shields. So it's like a rock, paper, scissors. You got your anti-shield, your anti-armor, and then you've got fragmentation, which tends to be good against, I think, smaller ships and fighters. And then you've got, like, lasers, and I think there's a couple different types of laser damage as well. So there you go. However you see fit. For us, we have to choose between the red and the orange. So the difference here is, of course, the red ones are from the black market. So again, you need to exercise caution when purchasing those, but it does show you what is available, and you can grab it if you want. So what we're gonna do is use, I guess, out of what's available. I don't really like the single fire, and I don't really like the Annihilator dumbfire, so I'm trying to, like, what I really want is this harpoon MRM. That's the big thing that I want right there. So there's not really any good choices. On these two hardpoints, you'll notice that there's a couple things if you're struggling with the lines on the screen. The circle is its radius of vision, so that's kind of like the angle that it can shoot. The two hard lines that are pointing to the bottom left is its blind spot, basically, where it can't see. So typically here you would want some kind of point defense. And all we've got are light machine guns. So I guess we'll just take what we can get. Put a couple light machine guns as point defense on there. For the ballistic hard points, I think, honestly, we go anti-shield. So let's just take the simple light autocannons. This is going to be a very basic setup, but that's okay. And then on the front ballistic, we probably want point defense on that as well. Then on the sides, I'm just going to take the single-fire harpoon MRMs. Not great. We could do the Annihilators. Maybe the AI will struggle less than I do. I just don't really like this build very much, but it's okay. Now, it needs to have the weapon groups configured, and it looks like it already did so perfectly. Basically, the number 1 hotkey will toggle this group, number 2 will toggle this group, number 3 this group, and number 3 being point defense is on automatic fire, so it'll just track all missiles by itself. And then we can just run a simulation and kind of see how crappy it is. Let's run a sim against a kind of a similar wolf. And you know what? I'll see what the AI can do. Autopilot enabled. They both are dumping just a bunch of rockets downrange. Ooh, what's that red laser? It's like a mining laser? But yeah, they just... Flux is not looking great on my ship. It's definitely struggling, because its front 2 anti-shield kinetic guns have really short range. So it's not going to be able to take the shield down on this wolf. It can't get in range to even start denting the shield. Wow, that was a terrible rocket barrage. That red laser is nasty. There it is. Really? Come on, Wolf! I'm rooting against my own ship. You let him get away with that? Yeah, so it's not great. What we're trying to say is not great. It gets better if you can hire a pilot. Like we have Lieutenant Dajale Blackbird is currently piloting this kite. And you might think, well, just put the pilot over on the other ship, and that way they will impart their skills onto the better ship. And you're right, but the kite is so weak without a pilot, in my opinion, that it's bringing the average of our ships down. Do you have to worry about ammo on missile launchers? Yes. That's exactly why I did not choose the Harpoon MRM single, because it's a single-shot harpoon, versus the Harpoon MRM, which comes with limited ammo 3. So you can shoot 3 harpoons instead of just 1. So there is limited ammunition there. So I think I'm just going to leave the pilot here, and then we can just hire more pilots. We're going to start purging the Jeff sectors. Amazing music for that. It was good timing, yes. The Deus Ex soundtrack is perfect. Hello, everyone. What's up, Lilith Bray? How's it going? Also, Chargoth, thanks for the 5 gift subs, dude. Welcome, Buttercup, James Neuro, Sleepy, Progress, and Tim the Sorcerer. What's up, Chargoth Mod Squad? True Raisin, thanks for 7 months, dude. Glad you're excited about Star Sector. Guton and TJ Rich are also out here. The new update is looking good so far, TJ. I like the skill system. And Palico, thanks for 3 months. Crazy Cherries back for 17. Chocolate Cake, howdy. For 10 months. I missed Avic subbing. 9 months already. Who stole my time? I think we all know who stole your time. Who else did I miss? Viva La Jester and 9 is fine also out there. Sorry I missed you guys earlier, but thanks for the subs. I do appreciate it. Alright, so notice how it's giving us this 30 ordnance point left warning on the left. What we can do with this is go even deeper in customization. So it goes beyond just choosing what every gun is on each hard point. But also you can add hull mods. And some of them are unlocked by default. Others are unlocked using the skill point system, where you're basically improving certain subsections of your ship. So if you know that there's a particular weakness that you can fill, or maybe a strength that you want to make even stronger, this is where you do it. So for example, on this ship, we have a D-mod that's lowering our armor. So there's a couple things that we can do to try and improve the integrity of the ship. For example, blast doors will increase our hull integrity by 20%. Doesn't increase our armor, but it'll make us a little harder to kill and kind of compensate for that. If we're a slow-moving ship, we can give ox thrusters for more maneuverability, to spin faster, accelerate faster. If you're a fuel tanker, you may want even more fuel tanks, and sometimes there's downsides to these. Reinforced bulkheads is a classic one. 40% extra hull integrity, and the ship will not break apart most of the time, and almost always be recoverable after a battle if things go wrong. However, just because it's recoverable doesn't mean it's not in a worse shape than when you first fielded it. So if you got a ship you really don't want to explode and you don't like save scumming, bulkheads is good. I remember some classic unstable injector builds I never really messed with, and there's kind of a lot of customization here. Peak performance time is sometimes an issue. Flux building up too fast will be fixed with our capacitors and vents in just a moment. How's armor calculation in this? What do you mean? Armor is locational, yeah. So, like, what you hit, each thing you hit has its own armor calculation. So, like, for example, we have armored weapon mounts here, because when you shoot the area where a weapon is located on the ship, it can disable the weapon. So you can improve the durability of your weapons. If you get hit on the Starboard side of your ship, you have a separate armor from the port, from the front, from the back, and so on. So in this case, I think I would just like to go with a very basic reinforced bulkheads build, more integrity, and that costs some OP, or ordnance points, and build in. Oh, wait a second. Oh, you can use story points to do built-in hull mods. Always built into the base hull rather than into the specific ship. Do not count against this limit. Uses a story point for each. Huh, that's really cool. We'll take a look at that once we get some story points. But anyways, got a little modification for bulkheads. We still got 15 ordnance points. Now what we'd like to do is increase our ability to handle flux. So we can max vents and capacitors out at 10 and still have 5 points left over, which is nice. And what this does is basically give us more overhead. Basically, it's like the ship's stamina, how much it can fire, how much damage it can take on shields. So increasing capacitors and vents to full is nice. And I can add one more that costs 5 or less. I do like peak performance. I do also like... just honestly, the flux coil, flux distributor stuff is nice to keep the shields up, keep a ship in the fight. I don't know if it needs more maneuverability, but maneuverability is especially good and useful in ships that have a forward-mounted shield. So, for example, let's do a little thing here. I'll just do a simulation where it's just me. So this is how fast I can spin right now. This is the fastest I can spin. So what happens is when I have a forward-mounted shield, it covers roughly 60-70% of the ship, but I can't spin the shield. I have to spin the entire ship, right? So increasing the maneuverability of a ship is nice, because it can spin to block things more consistently. So now, I can spin this fast. 50% faster can make a big difference. And it can also help, obviously, change target. So if you're shooting over this way, you want to shoot over this way, you can get a new target faster. So it's got a lot of perks. And the AI is, of course, going to be running this one. So let's go with that. All right, we need a name. Somebody else already deleted channel points. But we gotta do it a different way. I can't have people queuing up. You guys just deleted your channel points for no reason. So, the first person who types the number 33 in chat is gonna be the name. Decima. Some of you guys are way late. We have blast doors on this. Increase hull integrity by 20%. Fewer crew casualties in combat. I think I'd rather just... Okay, when would you pick...
This is the sub.
I guess blast doors are nice on ships with large crew capacities, but I feel like reinforced bulkheads is better for our flagship. That's just my opinion. All right, let's save and hop out of here. There's some hard delay. If you delay, you better refresh your stream, but then you gotta watch another ad, so I don't know what to tell you. Unless you're a subscriber, of course. Unless you are Etalyx, who's back for 6 months. Imagine being a subscriber to this stream. Pirates? Who goes there? Ooh, it's a large fleet. Big fleets. We're looking for tiny fleets. Let's do a little pulse. We got some abilities down here that are worth noting, and a couple of overworld gameplay mechanics that I should tell you about. So number one, nobody's really around us, so what we can do is actually turn off our sensor down here. So this is my transponder, this is my ID. Now nobody knows where I am or who I am, and I'm also hiding inside of an asteroid field. So you can see that our sensor profile is only 97. Not that many people can see us right now. When I start moving, the sensor profile goes up, especially once I get out of the asteroid field. We're back to 390. When I turn on my transponder, we are 1390. So it's an extra 1,000 range you can be detected. So we can turn that off while we're in pirate space, so that the pirates don't know that we're inherently good boys. We can also go full dark and turn the engines basically to stealth mode. We move a lot slower, but we can't be detected nearly as far. So even while moving right now, I have a 200 sensor profile. If we go hide in some asteroids, we're at a 49. So you can literally just camp in some of these spots and also hold S to move. I think it's, there's definitely a button to come to a complete stop, but I thought it was S. But what I'd like to do is just get in a little closer and find some pirates. Looking for any red pulses? There's like nobody around. The other abilities are emergency burn, so we'll E-burn if we need to get out really fast, like if a big fleet was bearing down on us. Sustained burn is generally how you travel across the system at great speed, but also you're visible from really far away. We can scavenge different debris fields if we find any like old battles, interdict other ships that you're trying to catch up with, and distress call if you run out of supplies or fuel. Go dark makes you go slow naturally now. I didn't notice any difference. I was wondering why I wasn't going slower, but that makes sense. Glad they changed that. All right.
This is the
So we're getting
sub-sound.
paid, I guess, 13K monthly just for being with the hegemony, just for being new players. I used to play with Nexarellan, where that monthly income goes away pretty fast, and it was really hard. So we're going to sustain the burn. We have a top speed of 20 burn. I think it's as fast as it goes, because we're only like 3 ships. But different ships like civilian grade, freighters, and tankers and stuff will have slower burns and reduce the overall speed of your fleet. So we can probably just go to another system. I don't really see any pirates here. I don't really like having already played and knowing things that I'm not supposed to know.
Oh yeah. Hey, you better go to a Sharu, and you should get a free bank so you can put stuff in.
I'll never use it again. I'll go get it, but I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. Does the sensor ping reveal your location to others? Yeah. It basically Oh! I forgot to turn my thing back on. Okay, we got a problem. I forgot to turn my transponder back on. And the entire hegemony fleet is they just passed pirates to get me! Okay, the entire hegemony fleet is coming. All we have to do is get out of range. Go dark. They can continue to scout for us. We're gonna go dark and just chill inside the asteroid field. Pirates are pirates, but this guy could be anyone, even pirates. Then we're gonna turn our ID back on, way out here. Now ID is confirmed, and we can come back. They may remember our ship composition. But hopefully they're off the trail now. Could be anybody. Your fleet approaches the abandoned terraforming platform. So basically it's just a bank, so you can put stuff that you can't carry if you need somewhere to put things. And I think there's actually stuff on this world. In better times, Ashara was a model terraforming prospect. The solar shade lowered the surface temperature while ice launched from the moons of Barad left shining vapor trails to fall as rain from the skies. Alas, the chaos of the collapse halted the ice and suspected ludic sabotage destroyed the shade. Investment dried up and now only a few hardy life forms, including a handful of human settlers, cling to existence in the sheltering mountains between the vast dunes that are slowly retaking the foundation of cities never built. Your fleet transmits ID codes via the transponder, and you are soon granted docking clearance. Okay, so they've got some blueprints, which will just teach you how to build certain things. Eventually, once we have a colony, we can actually produce our own ships and fleets. For now, we're actually still good on supplies and stuff. I was just kind of looking to see what they had. Actually, we could look at the refit and see if they have any cool weapons. They do not have any cool missiles. And they kind of suck. Okay. I say we just bounce out of here if I can't find any more pirates. I'll give one last look for some pirate weenies. It's a mercenary scout. No pirates as far as the eye can see. All right, I'm just gonna get out of here. Let's head for the jump point gravity well. Mejoey15, thanks for the 30 months. Much appreciated. Okay, I'll be nosy. Delivering recreational drugs to Jangala. Are you guys just gonna let these dudes walk on in? They don't have a transponder? Are the hegemony in on this? Pursuing pirate trade convoy. Yo, where's that? That must be them. Ow! They interdicted everybody. That's kind of a scary fleet. Even though they kind of suck. The wolf. Yep, that's pirates right there. And they screwed up. All right, we'll get in on this just to watch. We're not actually going to do anything. Because these dudes definitely... I'm only going to deploy my ship, and we're just going to spectate. You guys just want to see some destruction. If I'm fast enough, I might be able to get in on this. I mean, I got his shields down already. I'm about to overload, so I need to be kind of careful. All right, maybe I can help a little bit. Maybe I'll get some loot out of this. So if you're wondering when I can teleport, there is the phase skimmers here. I'm streaming in 1080p, so hopefully you guys can see some of this. But it's charging up, and it can charge up like 3 at a time, I think. And a lot of ships have different special abilities. Like the Wolf can phase skip. Some of them have like super afterburners that can just max speed them for a little bit of time. Some of them have cloaks and so on. See, also, some ships are recoverable after combat, but this one has 4 demods, so we're just gonna skip. But you can optionally repair certain ships, and it's not uncommon to get into big fleet fights and take over enemy cruisers, destroyers, or even capital ships that you disabled but didn't fully destroy. And then add them to your own fleet. Hello, Etalyx and chat. Would you guys recommend this game in its current state? Oh yeah, for sure. And the mod scene's really good too. A lot of the mods are still updating though from the update that happened yesterday. But it's a very solid game. And it's only $15. Huge unidentified fleet. Where's this? I saw a pirate somewhere. Oh, I think they're dead now. Yeah, I think this was them. So we can salvage. You can literally just follow battles. This is such a space rat thing to do, but I can just follow the hegemony patrols as they blow up pirates and scuttle the ships that they leave behind and take a few beginning of game resources. So we just got like a mining blaster, some supplies that we can use for repairs, and yeah, we can just pick over the leftovers. And also, when you see these little squares, that means that there's like a salvage field here, so we can scavenge to pick through the debris. See what we find. It's unlikely there's anything of much values inside, and a high risk involved in the salvage op. We think the effectiveness is going to be 1%, so not worth. VOD Squad reporting in. This game is rather completed. I would definitely recommend it. There's lots of amazing mods on top of a solid base game, and it's basically fully released by now. I would agree with that. I want to investigate this. An ultra-light orbital shade array used to deflect and collect solar energy. Stellar shades are a common terraforming tool, and the art of their use was brought to apogee by the Eridani Utopia Terraforming Corporation during the golden age of the domain expansion phase. I'd like to find some more pirates that we're capable of fighting on our own. Without leaving the system, because we're still pretty weak. But we are getting paid. Who's this? Pursuing your fleet. 3 kites and a Cerberus. Tough battle, but I think we can handle it. The kites are going to be annoying, but I think we fight this. We'll deploy all of our ships. And what I'd like to do is try and keep the fleet together so we can actually issue some commands. I would say that this has more hands-on command and control than Mountain Blade, but you still can't, like, dictate everything that they do. The AI will still do what they want to some extent. So generally speaking, I would like the kites to escort the Lasher, and then I will just fly with them. And we have 4 command points, so we can do different things like set waypoints if we want, and say defend this point, or rally a task force. You can create escort formations. There's a lot. So I'm just gonna watch as the kite escorts this dude. I'm gonna go on the other side, or in the middle maybe. Kind of just help out. Because we got 4v3. I think he got me with a little flame out. I gotta keep the pressure on him. because I got him on the ropes. There's the overload. Okay, one down. One down. Are my friends still good? Where are we at? So I'm gonna teleport in behind. Got a little flank, but I gotta be careful that I don't get in too deep because they might all just turn and attack me. We're gonna try and focus on this guy next. Okay, but I gotta watch my own flank. Nose to nose! Finish him! Easy does it. Easy. Easy. And now I can take the offensive. My pulse laser. The green is extremely versatile. It's basically a catch-all. I can just hold the button down. It's as good against shields as it is against armor and hull, I think. There we go. So even though that was like a tougher fight, because it was a 2-star, we were outnumbered by ships that had a bunch of D-mods. I figured we could take them because of the D-mods. I just had to get a little hands-on search and destroy. It's especially helpful when you can separate one of the ships from the pack and pick them off one at a time. We got 1,000 credits and a handful of goodies. I'll take the supplies, and we are full on gas, so I can't take any more. You never want to overload, because it's some severe penalties to going too far above. Get some heavy machinery back. Metals are just construction materials. They're very cheap. This is the first thing that you dump if you don't have any inventory space, but I like having extra guns. Hammer class torpedo. A salamander MRM. Which, does... Salamander, I believe, is the only missile that doesn't have, an ordnance capacity. So I think salamanders are unlimited because they're fairly weak. They don't do any damage, they just disable certain pieces of the ship whenever they hit. So you can fire them on repeat. Ooh, expanded missile rack mod spec. Increase the ammo capacity of missile weapons by 100%. That's really nice. Missile racks is great. Ooh, and I leveled up. You have 2 story points to spend. Excellent. So we get to see story points now. So we can right-click to learn expanded missile packs. And that basically taught us how to fit any ship we want with that particular hull feature. So in this case, it is right here. Increase the ammo capacity of missile weapons by 100%, but it costs 8 ordnance points. It's quite expensive, but it can make a big difference, especially if you're flying a missile boat. Okay, and this is who is left. Is this a different pirate scout? No, that was the one we just fought. And then the cargo pods are just the things that you didn't take with you, so if ever you have too much loot and you can't carry it all, you can always come back and get it, but I think it gets sucked into different gravity wells, so you have to be careful. Oh my god, Star Sector! Yeah, we got a full update to Star Sector that we're checking out. Who's this? Let's get out of their way. It's just a neutral AI, but if that was a pirate, we would have some issues. Repairs completed on the Juniper's Knot and Weirus. I thought I turned on sustained burn, but apparently not. Let's just head up to the station and scope out some of the new stuff. Because number 1, we got story points to spend. Number 2, we need to actually check out the new story events. Number 3, I need to sell some things. I like hoarding every single weapon I ever get. Because you never know when you're gonna want a weird build. Can you attack non-pirates? Yes, at your own risk. The hegemony will wipe the floor with you. So I would not attack them. You can attack the neutral parties without angering the hegemony, but then you declare war on all of their faction as well, so it's pretty tough. By the way, this is music from Deus Ex Human Revolution. If the devs out there somewhere, I like your music as well. I just need music. I feel like I need music on all the time now. The quiet of space gets to me. I gotta put in my headphones and jam out in the space tunes. What is this game and where do I find it? It's called Star Sector and it's on Fractal Softworks dev page for $15. All right, let's am I gonna sell this? I guess I'm gonna sell these. I'm keeping the autocannon though. Heavy autocannon is a classic staple. I feel like you don't find that many hammer class torpedoes. No, they're right there. And salamanders are usually in ample supply as well. But when you want that salamander boat, it is nice to just have some. Let's go down to the bar. You take a shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find a likely-looking establishment. You enter the crowded, well-lit space and take in the rows of taps adorning the wall under bottles from every one of the core worlds, and a few from elsewhere. Merchant captains mingle with off-duty officers at the bar, served efficiently by uniformed staff. In one corner, a pack of Navy cadets shout and sing, desperately enjoying their last work shift of freedom. Some kind of underwork boss lounges in a booth, judging by their motley cordon of ogjacks staring down any that dare stray near. No good can come of this. An old man sits alone at a table, leafing through what looks like a genuine hard copy paper book. As you walk by, he looks up and offers the seat across from him. See what trouble you can get into with the underworld boss in the booth, or go over to the man with the paper book and see what he wants. Let's see what the old man wants. Go over to the man.
Welcome, welcome. Please, have a seat. I'm sure you're wondering why I called you over.
He leans in as if conspiring.
I think we can help each other, you and I. See, I have the information.
He taps the book.
And you have the means. I am what you may call a historian adventurer, a rogue archaeologist uncovering the history of the sector despite the danger of this exceptional era. In the course of my studies, I often chance upon hints about where certain pieces of technology may be found. Retrieving those artifacts is naturally your role in our arrangement. Only if you're interested, of course, but if I've done my research on your exploits correctly, I'm sure you will be interested.
He leans back looking pleased. I'll expect you'll be wanting to get paid for this information. This is an old prospector guy. He's got a prospector beard. I expect you'll be wanting to be paid for this information. A weary expression passes over the man's face for just a moment before resuming his energetic demeanor.
I understand why you would assume that. This is indeed a mercenary age, but no, nothing quite so transactional. History is an uncertain trade, and such an approach would lead to expectations, disappointment, and recrimination, all of which I am eager to avoid, especially the last of those.
An additional wrinkle forms on his face.
However, if you did find my information valuable, I would gladly accept donations. Think of it as a patronage to fuel my research, which in turn would produce valuable leads. Or might help to think of it as an investment, but with no obligations incurred by either party. Consider it. You could enrich your own enterprises while contributing to the sum of human knowledge.
You have anything for me now? The historian tells you about the possible location of a Scarab-class heavy frigate. One requires a story point and does not grant any bonus experience. You have 2 story points, or something interesting but not of immediate import. We could get, I mean, okay, but a blueprint doesn't really help me. We're not going to be producing ships for literally dozens of hours at this point. That being said, the fact that I can spend a story point is very attractive, even just because I have them. I think I'll pass on the blueprint. Something of interesting but not of immediate import.
I've considered cryosleep, pay the fee, jump ahead 100 cycles to see how it all turned out. As a historian, by the stars, it's quite an appeal. On the other hand, yes, I know the statistics. The failure rates are low nowadays if you find a good vault, but it still scares me. You could just go to sleep and never wake up. He laughed starkly. Oh, that's every day, isn't it? I have too much to work on anyway.
You thank him for the information and get up to leave.
I'll see you again soon, somewhere, he says. In my line of work, even I don't know for sure where I'll end up in a couple of months.
See what kind of trouble you can get into with the underworld boss in the booth. Sure, why not? Hey, he's got a cool visor like me. That means we must trust this person implicitly, right? As you approach, one of the cyber-modded thugs steps in your way. A big metal smile at finally having a challenger to beat down. Wow. One of your bodyguards, subtly shadowing you just for such an occasion, steps up. Yours has better odds in training. Theirs, the brash scars of black market mod infections and fatal desire to prove they can't be faced down. From the booth, a soft clapping begins. Good show. Very well done. Though I adore blood sport, I've only barely touched my first drink. You, stand down. And you, Captain, join me. His name is Fauci Charming. Fauci Charming loves talking about himself and is quite content to do so without input from another party, be they one of the attendant thugs or yourself. The conversation, such as it is, eventually comes around to the standoff between your respective bodyguards. I see you run a tight operation, Captain, he says, barely sipping his potent drink. A second glass of it sits before you, politely sipped and otherwise ignored. Good guards, admirably professional, well paid. He lifts an eyebrow and proceeds before you can respond. I could use some of that. You see, most freebooters, brigands, pirates, if you like, they're sloppy. They make a mess of things. It's all bang and noise, no follow through. Now you could do something for me. I could use your ground game. Bring the spaceport on Atholf offline for at least 60 days. That's 9 light years away. You know the one. No massacres, no terror bombing, just business. Keep it clean. More profit had when the target sees the wisdom of peaceable cooperation, right? He makes a face as if deeply considering his offer. 32,000 credits for the job. You estimate you need about 40 Marines to carry off this operation. Marine Ops! Story mission with Marines. Huh. Okay, maybe we'll have to start getting some Marines on board some of our vessels once we get some better vessels. I gotta respectfully decline, though. Peace on out of here. Maybe we'll come back one day. Let's go to space. Pop a sensor burst. Yeah, let's just go to space base. So we're looking for this purple on the minimap. That is our jump point, and we're taking the widest turn possible because we got sustained thrusters on. So we turn those off, and we have a lot better control over our ship. Activating this jump point will let you pass for 3 fuel. Okay, so this is where we actually use fuel. We go to... Okay, didn't see what that said, but it's okay. I've played this game before. I hit space to pause, and apparently spacebar also confirms the tutorials. Long story short, we're using 1.6 fuel per day, so we don't want to linger here in this kind of system. We're basically flying in hyperspace right now. So all these distant systems are much more closely linked because of these warp points. And we can see that many of them are already explored, but many more of them are not. So we can actually get some good scanning equipment, get some ships that will help us and go chart different territories, looking for valuable planets and selling the data back to the local corporations. So, we can just kind of choose where we want to go. I'm just going to go to, apparently this is an unexplored system, Duzak, and we're going there. It's really close. Sometimes, though, you got to be careful because we've already, I think, attracted a friend. So we should have turned off our transponder as soon as we got here because we're about to get pirated. That being said, we could take these guys. 2 kites, a hound, and a little freighter with a bunch of D-mods. Let's just fight these guys. No need to interdict me. I'm coming to you. We need some battles. We need some XP. So we're fielding everything. I'm gonna do this exact same thing we did last time. Have the little kite just fly around with the lasher, and then I'm gonna try and separate some of the bad guys. Can't wait till I get better missiles. Look at them doing it, pulling off a flank. So I'm gonna try and hold this left side down. This guy doesn't even have shields. And his friend has torpedoes. Red is bad, okay? Red is bad. This guy could end my entire career in one good clean shot. So ideally we want to kind of surround him. Or just whittle him down from afar, because he doesn't seem to have anything else going for him. These missiles that I'm launching suck, by the way, so don't be fooled. When they hit, they still do damage. It's just not much. He's quite fast, so I'm kind of just holding off until reinforcements can arrive. Or I can just try and ignore these two. The speed that we're experiencing makes it tough. All right, now, kind of baited him into getting really close. Which works for me. As long as my shield is up, his torpedoes can't really do much except overload me, I guess. Ooh, he's getting some cover. All right, I need to vent. My flux is kind of a problem. My lasher has responded. We've got friends. Backup is here. Just gotta watch out for this sneaky guy on top. There go, he just dumped his torpedoes, missed wildly. So we should be fine now. And then watch as our AI... Dude, the kite is actually keeping his shield down. Kites can be really good. But I wouldn't field any kites without pilots unless I was looking to get rid of them. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Our kite does not have really any anti-armor. That little pew-pew he does is anti-shield. Good 3v4. They did all have a ton of D-mods, but they thought they could pick that fight. It was considered a 2-star difficulty. We get to take some of their guns as a prize. We have up to 120 cargo capacity right now. So we definitely want the supplies. And we just started burning some fuel, but we didn't burn that much. Oh yeah, I still got story points, and I leveled up again. Let's take a look. So we can do a skill point now. The story points, I don't know if I want to spin yet. We'll see. So we can either do the next tier on combat. We can pick either one of these. Or we can go back and do one of the leadership, tech, or industry ones. Let's see what the combat ones are first. Piloted ship does bonus damage to destroyers, cruisers, and capital ships. And you can use story points to make it elite for a plus 100% damage to weapons and engines. Or point defense. Piloted ship and fighters from piloted ship do double damage to fighters and 50% more damage to missiles, and you get an integrated point defense AI hull mod. Small non-missile weapons act as point defense. Point defense not affected by decoy flares. And the elite version of that, extend the range of point defense weapons by 100. Which is very nice. I love point defense. But this is just free damage. So you're trading a ton of damage. 20% damage to capital ships is pretty considerable. Capital ships are tanky. Or we could just go down one of these. So we're going to have 15 points to spend in total. So we get 15 total perks. So if you only did one in each grouping of 2, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could do 5, 10, 15. You could have one perk in 3 different tiers. But if you loop all the way around, I think you can pick the other ones that you missed. Combat God is my vote since the last run was industry focused. It might not be a bad idea, because I don't think this is going to be as long of a playthrough as the last one, since we're playing vanilla. So, I'd like to focus on making like an elite bounty hunting, especially since the bounty hunting system got revamped. But there are perks that affect our ship's capacity to do damage as well. Like this is just plus 10% weapon damage for combat ships. With different turret hull mods. And this one is bonus to combat effects of some hull mods. But if I was just going to pick a damage one for now, I do love point defense. Do I love it more than just damage up? Point defense is survivability. And you still do more damage to fighters and missiles. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Would you just go with damage or survivability here? Both are good. Yeah, I'll go with the point defense. Spend a story point to make elite. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, I didn't really get that. Now I see. So you can make a perk elite with story points. Huh. But you also spend story points in the missions that you pick up on bars and permanent upgrades to ships, so you've got like at least a few ways to spend them. That being said, extended range seems really good. 0 flux speed boost is really good too. What that means is when you have no flux whatsoever, you actually have a higher top speed. If you make this perk elite, you get that top speed boost regardless of what your flux level's at, as long as you're not generating flux. So just flying faster while your shields... well, not while your shields are up. You do fly slower while shields are up, I think. I don't know if I want to spend a story point on this yet, but it's really good. Alright, let's lock in the point defense perks. We'll try doing some mercenary work. We were heading here, right? We can also, like, do some... I think we can do salvage ops after, but it's just not... I don't know. We don't need to do that right now. Merc work. We're jumping in. Oh, no. Right into... right? I guess I could have gone to one of the outside ones instead of jumping in right on the solar flare. What do we got here? Pirate sensor array. Somehow we got to Assassin's Creed 2. I guess Deus Ex was over. Let's go. You can't go wrong in space with this. You just can't go wrong. So we got some unsurveyed planets. Just because something's unsurveyed doesn't mean this is an empty system, though. So what I like to do is just kind of like go into these different areas and do some pulse scans. And look for any activity on the minimap. But yeah, we're not going to really be able to survey anything right now because we need a lot of crew, a lot of heavy machinery, and a lot of supplies. And we don't have really either of those things. Gotta stop running into asteroids. Yeah, holding shift will speed up time, and we're just gonna pulse around and see what's there. Maybe nothing. Let's go. I like to go to the debris fields. They can often harbor secrets. We have 30 supplies left, so we do need to keep an eye on how long we can kind of stay. Oh my god. Oh, we're here. This is it. I'm just ramming asteroids right now. Stable location is a place that you can build. Well, there might not be really anything of note here. That is how space exploration goes. It's a lot of nothing. Huge magnetic field, though, around this gas giant. And if we wanted to survey this, we need 570 crew. Whew. And 120 supplies. You get the crew back, but you don't get the supplies back. What song is this? This is the Mass Effect 2 soundtrack. A classic and perfect for space. Well, let's just head to the jump point and get on out of here, I guess. How long are we gonna get income from Big Daddy Hegemony? As a baby pilot. So we want to look for, I guess, is a star system that has, I love Tritachyon ships. We did not do Tritachyon or laser ships last time. Maybe this will be a laser ship playthrough, light show, because I think we did a bunch of, we definitely have done Hegemony Capital playthrough. We did modded last time, but I forget what types of ships we were playing as. Does anybody remember what faction? It was a modded faction. Don't remember who. Let's go to the Magek Star 6 system. Words are tough. We had crab ships. Oh, we did play Shadow Yards. Who is this? Who did this? Ooh, nope. Don't talk to them. Big fleet. Let's pop in here so we don't just jump directly onto the star. Transponder on, because Tritachyon is enforcing the rule of law in the zone. Cool looking system. We're interested in Kanta's Din. Just to pick some fights. I'm also interested in the friendly Tritachyon stations. Just to see what kind of guns and armaments they have. So let's go check there first. Yeah, I think we were Shadow Yards. Shadow Yards was fun. Let's see, what do you guys got for missiles? Nothing that I'm interested in, unfortunately. It's pretty bad all around. Option-wise. I guess we're stuck with what we got for a little while. We'll come back and visit the bar in a second. I want to fight. Oh, we're running low on... Are we running low on supplies? It's because I jumped into a Corona. Oh, that big white orb. Yeah. Oh, that's a star. Don't look directly into the Akamon White Dwarf. Okay, well, we're not going to use 5 a day. When you're in the stay out of the Corona, okay? That's the biggest threat in this game. It'll drain supplies every single day. It's terrible. Messing with all your ship systems. All right, pirates. Anybody home? Actually, nobody home. But keep this in mind. They can appear from the pirate den. So you never want to really hover around. Now, keep in mind, you can just do this. Turn off your transponder. Say like, yo, what up? Hello, pirates. How you doing? You want to trade? You guys have anything cool? Not really, no. Oh, okay. Well, thanks anyways, I guess. It was worth a look. You can also go visit the pirate bar. You take a shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find a likely-looking establishment. The space is dark and filled with shouts, sweats, and pulsing music. Every wall and surface is pitted and stained by rough spacers banging their mugs and laughing as a couple of pirate crews posture for a fight. You can only assume that one of the heavily augmented bouncers will spoil the fun before the weapons are drawn. Gangers and pirate captains watch the scene smugly from smoke-filled booths at the back. At the bar, a shady woman bothers disinterested starship captains with an off-brand datapad. We need some bar music. Find out what the woman with the off-brand datapad is bothering people about. As you approach, the woman leaves her current prospect mid-pitch, shifting her attention to you. You there, Captain!
This is the sub
Yes,
sound.
you! You know an honest face when you see one. She gives a crooked smile. Just look here! She shoves the flickering display of the datapad into your hands. The cargo manifest consisting mostly of low-grade construction materials stored in a warehouse in a completely different system. She leans in and speaks quietly, motioning as if explaining the datapad's contents. You help me move 31 units of harvested organs to Jangala, a quick hop of 4 light years, then I pay you 27,000 credits. No need to involve the authorities, no inspections, no tariffs, easy money, right? You know how hard it is to smuggle into Jangala, of all places? If it was anywhere else, I'd probably do it. But that place is always swarming with hegemony patrols, and I don't think that there's any real cover around it. It's just open space. So I'm going to decline, because I don't think I could do it without getting caught. You can also buy ships from pirates, the pirate den as well, I guess. It's interesting that the pirates have both an open market and a black market at the same time. You would think, but no. Pirates, however, don't have the greatest selection of good ships. They have a bunch of D-mod ships, which sometimes you want. Well, the pirates gotta be somewhere around here. Watch out for that. It's not just a visual. It's actually just not fun to fly in that. So keep your eyes peeled. Let's look for some trouble. Big debris field up there. Maybe we should go investigate the debris field. Chad, I am burning supplies. We're gonna need to fix that soon. I'm hoping that there's some supplies up here in these ruins. A silent ring of adamantine material, derelict of a former age. The gate is inert. Fly through the gate. Hold on. Hold on. I'll try. Give me a sec. Your fleet assumes a stable orbit relative to the debris field. It is likely something of value is here, but there's a significant risk to the salvage op. Effectiveness is only 32%. They recommend 40 heavy machinery. We only have 27. What are the odds we ever come back here again? I'll take what I can get. Free stuff. And you can scavenge places multiple times if you want as well. Oh, not anymore. Did they finally remove that? That's actually good. I didn't really like how you had to do it multiple times. Is it one and done now? All right, before I fly through here, obviously, I'm not trying to end the run. You fly through the dead gateway. Your bridge crew is especially quiet during the passage. Nothing happens. Okay. Got him. Pirates mod check? Ow. Turn my transponder on before I get into big trouble with the Tritachyons. I almost forgot. Nothing's coming up on our scopes. I just want to fight stinky pirates. Oh, I need to... I do need to get some supplies, but... Maybe they're like around this? Is it an independent station? I'll sell all my old weapons. I can't afford to be hoarding right now. We don't have a big enough fleet. And we don't have anything that good anyway. Missiles? Nope, nothing that I want. Breach SRM, what is this? A heavily armored and fast missile with good guidance and a small specialized anti-armor warhead. I don't think I've seen this before. 200% damage against armor. Huh. Limited ammo 15. but it's on the black market. Okay. So I do want to try that. But I need to be careful. Because are there any Tritachyon fleets around? No. Well, I'll just be turning me transponder off and going back. Two breach SRMs. Let's give these a try. Let's go into simulations. You can always sim stuff before you buy. Try before you buy. Hang on. I gotta change their weapon groups. PD should stay as 3. Breach should be 2. And I want them to alternate so we don't necessarily shoot all of them at the same time. Sometimes we may just want to pop one off.
This is the sub-sound.
Hey, remember me?
Remember, ooh, he's kind of, oh, he's kind of scary. I don't like this Lasher. It's kind of kicking my ass. Code Gray. Well, what do you want? What do you want me to do about it? We're in a simulation anyways. I'm not even gonna pause. This isn't even a real battle. All right, there's the missiles. He's taking them. Oh my god, he took all of them out. That was bad. They're so slow that his point defense just shredded them. There we go. Anti-armor, but did nothing to hull. So we need to... Okay, so it doesn't really do any damage on its own. I have to do damage on the side that it breaks through the armor. Well, I didn't like that, actually. So it just... Ooh, I didn't mean to press V. I fat-fingered V. Get used to that happening. I actually got away from those missiles pretty easily, though. Because F is your teleport. V is your flux. Well, that guy sucks. Speaking of sucks, my internet sucks! Sorry, chat. I hope this isn't an issue like it was yesterday. If this is consistent 2 days in a row, I'm gonna have to call somebody out. And I was hoping I would never have to do that, because this house has been relatively fine since I moved in, like, 7 months ago. It's weird how the audio's fine. No, the audio is just much lower bitrate required to transmit. Video, there's a reason why you can record a audio file and upload it to YouTube, and it's 1,000 times smaller file than a video. But I was hoping this wasn't even going to be an issue. Your 7-month internet warranty has expired. It definitely did not happen at 7 p.m. yesterday, though. Because this is the worst part. I've done the song and dance with Cox before, at the old house. And guess what? If this only happens at certain times, and it doesn't happen when they send somebody out, they mark it, nope, there's zero problem, and then they leave. That's what happens. If it's not happening while the dude is there, it's not a problem. Let them stay the night. It's coming back up now, but I don't know if it's going to stay up or not. Because basically whenever they come over, they do their own hook-ins and run their own tests. And if they don't see the test, it doesn't... It's like a cover your eyes until confronted with it. So it doesn't matter. Like, I've done stream tests before where you can do like a upload test on OBS to test servers on Twitch. Logged all the data there. They don't care. We're back to 2 megabits, but I don't know for how long. But it was definitely a me thing, not a Twitch thing last night. If they can't replicate, what can they do, though? Well, that's the thing. Well, in my experience, there's basically 2 types of technicians. There's the business side of things that actually has equipment to track down-range issues or down-the-line issues, and they can pull up the nodes and see what's going on, like, on a neighborhood level. And then there's the residential technicians who basically run a speed test, and then they go home. And I'm not trying to overgeneralize there, but chat, I have seen that exact thing happen 6 to 8 times at the old house before we had business class internet. Around 6 separate residential technicians came out, and it was always the same thing. Then the business techs got involved once we switched to business class, and suddenly the ball started moving. Alright, it's back to 3,000, so you guys should at least be able to see what's going on. I can't guarantee it's not going to happen again. But anyways, I don't think I like these that much. But maybe they're just better than the swarmers, because they're both high explosive anyway. They gotta be better than the swarmers. So I guess we'll just rock that for now. Now I'd like to find some pirates to fight. If I can. What's up in the meantime? Minato says, I've run out of game to play, so this should be perfect to give me something to play. Indeed it should. It's a very addictive gameplay loop. Fight stuff, trade stuff, build a better fleet, customize it, and keep going. Oh. I didn't see you guys there. But apparently you saw me. Perfect. So keep in mind that deploying your ships costs supplies. So you do need to have the supplies on hand. But you'll theoretically get them from the loot after beating a group. Very aggressive kites. Oh, the hounds. Actually, I'm going to get double teamed if I'm not careful. This hound is very, very quick, but he has no shield. what we really want to do is maybe even just, like, go up here, tag team this lone Cerberus, kind of pounce on him. Hit him with the missiles. Look at this guy trying to kind of intercept. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can't quite put the finishing. Ow! Oh! He hit me with the sabo! Ah! I need backup! My engines are out! I'm free floating in space! Alright, I didn't explode. Where's that one dude? We almost blew this guy up. Is he retreating now? Okay. What's going on with the... Why is the teleporter facing me backwards? Is that a bug? Don't ask that question in Star Sector. Nothing's a bug. I thought the teleporter was supposed to face the direction your mouse was pointing. Is that not true? It's facing me backwards towards this guy. It's very annoying. Always face you towards targeted enemy. Wrong. This is my targeted enemy. He's been targeted the whole time up here. Oh my god. I'm a little flustered right now. Now, see there, that faced me towards targeted enemy. But it used to face you the direction your mouse was pointing. I think it's actually selecting closest ship. Which should probably not be how it works. So we destroyed two. The stupid Cerberus got away. And we can pursue them one more time, which is going to cost more resources, but I'm not letting him get away. I really just need me. I don't need any help. He's not fast enough to get away. But yeah, I don't think I can keep piloting the Wolf if the teleport's going to be unpredictable. Alright, took him out. I don't want any ship recovery. Those ships sucked anyways. Let's just pick through the wreckage. I'll take my supplies back. And we don't actually need the fuel. Story point level up. Nice. Also, we're not the only ones leveling up. Our co-pilots can level up too. So, Lieutenant Dagil Blackbird actually has their own skill tree. And apparently we can also mentor now. This is new. Mentor an officer, increasing their XP gain and giving them a wider range of skills to choose from, as well as optionally influencing their personality. Can be done with an officer below max level only. Or we can make one of their skills elite with story points as well. One sec. Okay. Well, I don't see why not to mentor. We have a bunch of extra story points. Take this officer under your wing, developing their professional skills, double the rate of their XP gain, increase the range of skills they have available to choose from. You can also influence them to be more cautious or aggressive in battle. Ah! That's cool. Because I remember everyone was like, never take cautious pilots. So now you can try and, like, convert them if they have other stats that you like. I don't know if I want the kite to be aggressive. Steady is fine. But I might want them to pilot other stuff. What's their current... They have impact mitigation. Plus 150 armor for damage reduction calculation. They can take more armor damage. Or it's actually 25% less armor damage taken. This music's stressing me out a little bit. And lower weapon and engine damage taken. Do I want them to be aggressive? We'll just keep it steady. Ding-a-ding! That was a great sound effect. Gain 7,500 bonus XP. Yeah, I'm just sitting on 3 story points right now. Oh, yeah, that was 7,500 bonus experience. So certain story points that you spend that are lower impact, the less long-term or impactful they use, the more bonus XP you're granted. Interesting. That's a cool feature, too. Some of the ships in your fleet have low combat readiness. Their weapon systems and engines are likely to suffer malfunctions and become temporarily disabled during sustained use, making them less capable in combat. It's recommended you let these recover before fighting again. Got it. Another month. Another paycheck. I guess I could turn off my transponder while I'm over here. Kind of just looking for trouble. We are gonna need to go buy some supplies, though. We got 80 grand. It's a lot of money. And we can start doing some missions, maybe, once we get one more ship. So what I might do is just buy a Tritachyon ship while we're here. And then stay out of the star. Yeah, take a Tritax ship. We'll have 4 ships. Then we can start doing some missions. You see missions kind of pop up on the left. We're getting like a news feed. As long as we're close to a civilized system, we'll get updates on new available optional missions that we can do for cash. So what do they got? Some little kite shuttles. The Centurion Heavy Frigate. There's the Scarab that we could have gotten the blueprint for earlier. Maybe I'll just buy a Scarab. It has 1 D mod, though. Damaged weapon mounts. I don't know if I've ever played with a Centurion. It's a heavy frigate hull. Counted on to fill and hold gaps in the line of battle as per the Domain Era doctrine practiced by the successor state of the 14th Battle Group. I think these guys are just kind of like... slow. 1 small missile, 6 small hybrid mounts. This one has 5 energy mounts. The Scarab looks fun, but I'm hesitant about the D mod for now. I do want to do I want to salvage rig? It's going to slow us down. Too many choices for my brain. I want to see actually what's in the black market. Code gray again. Well, how about this? Let's just take a BRB. I was going to do that anyways in a couple minutes. Why don't we just do it now? And that will give the internet some time to chill. Hopefully. Okay, stinky internet. Yeah, it's been a issue. It sucks, especially to have it happen on a Saturday. But thanks for your patience, guys. Ooh, I like that song. But listen to this one for a couple minutes instead. Okay, hang tight. Thanks for waiting and sticking it out. Hopefully things clear up, and then we can keep going. I'll be back in a couple minutes with maybe a drink and a snack. BRB. I was like, oh, dude, I don't have any snacks. Not true. I got pizza yesterday, and I actually found some pretty good pizza in Las Vegas. I actually have good pizza. It only took a dozen attempts. So, I got tweeted. The developer asked me if I got the latest hotfix. I believe I did. Because I downloaded the release right before I started the stream. So I believe so. I didn't look though, and it's been almost 3 hours. So, yeah, I'm on 0.95A RC9, so I think that's the latest one. All right. I didn't get a napkin. What are we doing? I want to do some more weenie fights. There's no pirates here. Let's buy some supplies. How many do I want? Probably not that many. I would say like 20 most. 25 most. RC10 came out 3 hours ago. Hold on. Let me check. Let me look. Is the internet back, by the way? Ish. Don't say anything. You're gonna spook it. Don't say. The internet is gonna get scared and run away if we're not careful. All right, I'll update real quick. There's been a lot of hot fixes. One sec. Let me save. It'll only take like a minute to update. Remix. Okay, RC10. Download. Yes. Luckily, we're not playing with any mods. This is exactly why I didn't want to play with mods. By the way. They may all still be compatible with the RC 9 or 10, but it's just easier this way. Also, by the way, if you do get this game, Windows tries to prevent you from installing it. It's like, hey, by the way, this is a virus. I encourage you to just ignore that and install it anyways, because I'd really like to see what you're doing on your computer. Okay? I'm sure it's something interesting. But seriously, that's happened since the game first was launched, because it's dude, it's an indie game. Microsoft, do not recognize this as something you should have on your computer because it's not on Steam and it's not on Origin. Are you sure you want to install this rogue, scary program that could be anything? It could even be an indie game. All right, it's almost done installing right now. And done. Loading in. This is why I check my social media feed on break. I got an important tweet from the developer. Great Aunt Gravy. There's Dr. Jeff. Roger Random, Randy Random's brother. And Grungus Kiyamo. That's a good name. Grungus.
Okay, we're back.
And we just bought supplies, so we're good. Let's go. I'm just gonna go hover. I'm gonna go hover around the pirates. Wait for them to spawn. We could do a mission. I kind of just want to fight right now, though. I don't think there's a bounty small enough for just us. Me and my kite. Come on out, stinky pirates. Maybe we should just go hover around one of the jump points and see who's entering and exiting. I think you have a tweet with that character. Oh yeah, I do. Because somebody in chat did a custom artwork of changing the Jeff to look like me. This is probably just a regular. It's a smuggler. I don't really want to declare war on the smugglers, and I think they would kill me anyways. But you can catch people coming into and out of systems like this. Does anyone have the, what was that? Well, that's the same smuggler. Who's this? Bounty hunter. Does anyone have that image off the top of their head? I don't think so. I don't think so. Why say it like that? Have you tried not running into asteroids? Hey, fine, I'll go to another system. Let's go to a scarier system. This one's entirely ludic path. I think are those the terrorists? Which ludic is the good and which one's the bad? Maybe I'm thinking of a mod. Did I play with a mod? Church equals good. Yeah, church is neutral, I think. Path is all evil. I think church will do business with us. I like how chat is just, church is good. Aw, I didn't know you guys were so religious, but you know, I'm happy for you. Church is good. Ital Dorme. Alright, so we gotta be careful here, because basically everybody hates us. So we gotta turn off our transponder. And now we're just gray. This whole system is gonna be hostile. We can still do business with them and sneak in to the ports and whatnot. Let's go check this out. Abandoned skyhook anchor? No major station systems remain operational, though there are a few stray gamma sources and some EM leakage, likely from backup safety systems working hopeless labor. Oh, just establish a colony right there. Easy. Let's turn the game volume up. Music down slightly. There we go. Let's go look for some trouble. I'm sure it'll find us faster than we like. They're gonna see us on the nav buoys, probably. And there's an Epiphany station here. Okay, these are dudes we can handle. Gotta be careful, though. Oop. I don't know who that is, so I'm just gonna go... Okay, we could definitely take these dudes. Let's just get far enough away where they can't get back up, and then fight. So we got Buffalo Support Destroyer, a Brawler, and a Lasher. All, like, the Brawler and the Lasher are both very strong ships. But we're hoping that our own Lasher and their D-mods will be enough. Get some little squad 3v3 combat in, yeah? Test out the new missiles a little more. Okay, the Brawler is gonna be kind of a heavy hitter, so we want to stay with the crew. Stay with the squad. The Lasher's gonna be fast. They're kind of pulling... I just bumped! Oh god! I gotta get in there. Easy, easy does it. We got problems. We got problems. Oh! This is why I can't pilot the wolf anymore. The teleport is all screwed up. Muscle memory is telling me it used to teleport to face wherever your mouse is pointing. And are you guys coxed again? Give me a break! I just want to play video games and stream. Look, it looks like the stream is starting to go down. Oops, looks like I'm going to restart that fight. Well, Fat, this sucks. I guess I'll just eat my pizza. 2 days, it's never done 2 days in a row. So this is rare. I'm not giving up yet.
This is the sub sound.
But it's been like 25 minutes. Never since I moved into the new house. Meanwhile, Ert110, thanks for the prime sub, dude. Much appreciated. Okay. You guys have 2 megabits. Should be enough to at least see what's going on. So like right now it's trying to figure this out. I think it's proximity based. It's like, see how I about faced right there? Okay, maintaining that same direction. We just need to take this idiot out here without getting sniped from behind. Big flux. Okay, who are we chasing now before I fully explode? I guess they're tag teaming this Brawler? They've actually got him on the ropes. They just can't finish him off. I thought the Brawler was slow. He's in the corner right now. We're gonna go. Uh-oh. I need my team to help! Oh! The flip around! And as soon as the internet... We're back!
This
Not
is
back.
the sub-sound.
God. Well, this is frustrating. Chat, does anyone in chat work at Cox? I've got like I got a lot of money in your pocket, you know, if I can fix my problem. You're not back yet, chap. I know you're excited, but you're at 1.2 megabits. Which means still images are readable. Also, of course, everyone knows internet problems don't happen on Monday. No. They happen on Friday night and Saturday night when no one works till Monday. If you have any problems, oopsie whoopsie, wait till Monday. It's kind of like having a pet. At least for me, like, Midas never had any critical emergencies on a weekday. It was always like, oh, it's Saturday, and I need to take my dog to the hospital. Well, too bad, the vets aren't open, so you get to pay the 4x cost at, like, an emergency hospital. Alright, you guys are at 2 megabits. And I'm about to explode. I need my team to back me up so we can actually give some orders here. So what I want to do is tell them explicitly to eliminate so I can give them commands. It's my fault they're not being aggressive enough. So I can say, like, engage this lasher. And then they will try and, like, come help. I'm just gonna run around and kind of play decoy until my friends can catch up. Because the wolf's pretty fast. And see, they're doing a great job of engaging the brawler by himself. For that, it's a... I don't want to be Mr. Complain Guy. He's too tanky. Nice job. Taking the engines out. Okay, all I gotta do is stall. This lasher could definitely 1v1 me. I really need this brawler to get finished. So I am just going to swim around in the pool of space. Is one of his engines out? Yeah, he's having some burnouts. I think he's sustained damage, or his combat readiness is only at 10%, and mine's at 50%, so his systems are starting to fail. So as long as I keep him at max range and just pew-pew, there's like nothing he can do. And then it cascades. This dude's at 0 combat readiness, so we basically just outlasted them. Which is enough for me. This brawler is so tanky! Incredibly tanky. Okay, nothing super noteworthy in the wreckage here. We get the top off on supplies and fuel. And we leveled up! Good combat then. Your lawn bod. What you got? We already extended point defense weapons by a hundo. I'm assuming just on piloted ship. Impact mitigation is armor, and obviously lowering the damage inflicted by or on weapons and engines. And then range specialization is ballistic and energy weapons deal up to 30% more damage at long range, 0% at 800 range and below, 30% at 1600 and above. So that's not a debuff to being close, it's just not a buff. And then you get the hull mod for increasing weapon range, more so for larger ships. I do love integrated targeting unit. Ballistic and energy projectile speed is really good too. That one's very tempting. Unless we're gonna go missile boat dump. But I kind of want to make energy boat this time. I want to go energy, I think. So I think range specialization's right up our alley. It's not. We could start taking some leadership perks. Peak operation time is great. If lost in combat, all frigates are almost always recoverable. A lot of good buffs here. Gunnery implants lower weapon recoil. 100% target leading accuracy for auto fire weapons. Good stuff. Damage control is just 25% off hull damage taken. 50% faster in-combat weapon and engine repairs. Ooh. A lot of these affect piloted ship, but some of them affect fleets. This is the whole fleet. Reduce the monthly supply consumption for ship maintenance by 50% or 100 units. I like how it instantly color splashes when we cox. I'm a little concerned because this problem did not go away last night. And if it's already started tonight, it may not go away tonight either. That being said, last night it never even recovered back to 6 up, and tonight it is. His internet has D-mods. By the way, Decima says, I give this sub as a sacrifice to bring back the stream Ital Dorme. It worked for time. It helped for a little while. I think I'm just going to take range specialization. I feel like we could take this later, though. We can take it later. We don't need it, like, now. Systems expertise is cool. If a system ship has charges, +1 charge. I think that'd be like my teleport. If it regenerates charges, it recharges faster. If it has range, +50% range. If it has a cooldown, -33% cooldown. That's really a lot of good stuff. And this is for missile spec. I feel really bad too, because I'm sorry that this is impacting the game. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to playing the Star Sector update, so I apologize for the internet problems, though there's nothing I can do to fix them. Cox do be coxin', though. The longer I stall on this menu, the better, actually, because you guys can't see the action anyway. I really don't want to do a 3-hour stream on a Saturday and then give up because I got coxed. Just ruins days, which are otherwise very fun. I think if it's still doing this by like 8:30 or 9 p.m. my time, we should probably cut our losses. We'll give it another 30 minutes to an hour and see what's up. But I can't, I'm really annoyed because I can't do anything. Like, I can't call customer support on a Saturday at 8 o'clock. And I guess I could reset my modem and router, but like, I don't know what good that'll do. Because it's not happening all day. It's just happening at like a certain time, quote, like peak hours at night, quote unquote. Anyway, as far as these go, I think I do want some leadership stuff. All combat ships get plus 10% weapon damage. Maximum at 90 or less total combat ship recovery cost. So the bigger your fleet, the lower your max weapon damage, I guess? Or Ox support. I don't know. Okay, so here's the trade-off. The first one has just pure damage up and faster turn rate for turrets, which can be really helpful on large arc turrets, keeping up with like smaller ships like fighters and frigates. Or auxiliary support gives us 2 new hull mods that could be really nice. You get a hull armor and flux boost on one, and maneuverability, point defense range, and damage dealt to fighters and missiles on the other. So really it's like damage and turn rate or effectiveness of some big hull mods. Maybe a damage one since you got defense last time? Yeah. Possibly. I really kind of like the assault package and escort package look like just good hull mods to throw on. But I guess they get diluted as you add more militarized subsystems to your fleet. But this one gets diluted as your ship recovery cost goes up. We want it to be mercenaries, and we want it to kill stuff, right? So let's do weapon drills and do damage. We haven't picked a damage one yet, so let's do that. You can also reassign skills, so I don't think it's permanent. Your fleet does not have the personnel to fully crew your ships. It's because they died. They died. What was that? Spacebar confirmed a tutorial while I was unpausing. Oopsie whoopsie. Well, I can't, go here. Cox is trying to kill chat. Did you guys have the internet's going down so Twitch player flashes 16 times in a row for no reason because it's Twitch? That's Twitch. Cox kills the internet, Twitch kills you. I don't know, dude. This is like, it feels like I'm on stage right now. The microphone's not working. The lights are going out. I'm just trying to do my show, guys. I'm sorry you can't see me. I'm just gonna yell through cupped hands. It's been a rough few days.
5 consecutive subscriptions.
Boo. Oh my god. Listen, it may take a while, but Cox comes for you sooner or later. The only solution I can think of is just start the stream extremely early. If it's fine during the day and not fine at like 8 o'clock, 7:30 p.m., then if I don't know, maybe I have to start the stream like exceptionally early. Which is not easy. Let's take a... Here, let's just do this. I'll leave the game open, but since the internet is so bad right now, chat, give me... Somebody drop a tier list. It's maybe you guys can see a tier list. We gotta do something. I can't just leave the game paused. You guys are at 200 kilobits. It's a miracle that you can even hear me right now. Actually, you're at 50. You just dropped to 56. I don't even think you could see a tier list at the moment. Yeah, you're at 0. You went to 0. Jinxed. Jinxed. Okay, so what's funny about this tier list that Fire just dropped is it is Star Sector related. And the second funny thing about it is, well, the actual funny thing about it is the advertisements on the side are for checking your internet speed. Start your speed test now. Okay, can you guys even see this? Star Sector vanilla ships. Add a row below. Have not played. Okay. What do we got? I'm only gonna pick the ones that I recognize immediately. What's my favorite ship in the game? I don't even know what my favorite ship. I know my least favorite ships are, though. I hate this thing. I really do. It's a cool ship, but the asymmetry of everything really annoys me. I'll give it a D class. That's the, like, Apatos, I think? Apatos? That being said, there are some asymmetry ships that are really good. I do love this dude. I forget what the name is, but it's a cruiser, a Tritachyon cruiser. I'll put that up in A. It's a fun ship to fly. Dude, I love the gray ship. You love the gray ship? Apogee. Whatever. I can't even do a tier list right now. I really like this hegemony boat. I wish you could see the whole ship picture in these.
This is the sub-sound.
This one's actually just fun to fly. Just nice gunboat. Alright, you guys can't even see a tier list, dude. It's bad. We're struggling right now. Truly spiritual experience. The gray ship. Sad song for a sad time. I forget the difference between these. One of these is like the eagle, and one of these is not the eagle. I'm definitely putting the hammerhead up in A. What would be an S tier ship for me? I do love this. Is this the Tempest? I think the Tempest is S tier. This is the Hegemony mining carrier. It's just fun to fly. Isn't the Strike ship? The Strike ship's really fun. I will say these two are probably also S tier. The big Hegemony capitals are just fun. They're brutes. Chat, you guys can't even see the tier list. I'm about to detonate. This is pissing me off. I want everyone to have fun. I don't want to waste your time anymore. Isn't this like the wolf, super wolf? The super wolf's really cool, but it's not that. It's really weaker than I would hope it would be. I'm having fun. Don't lie to me, Jarek. What is my favorite ship in the game, though? I do be loving the disc. The Medusa is really fun. But I don't know what my favorite in the whole game is. It's... It honestly might just be these ones. I don't see a shit that I like better than my current S tiers. To be fair, a bunch of ships are missing. Well, that makes sense. The Onslaught's good, especially with a gray paint job. True. Like, I do love the Tritachyon super carrier. I think it's a lot of fun to fly. I put it in S. Chat, you guys went to 0. F. F's in the chat. What's your favorite baby ship? I think it is that Tritachyon one. Well, guys. We probably just need to do a rain check redo. It's been 2 days of bad streams. It's starting to get under my skin. We barely even played anything. We did like an hour of getting ready to play, an hour and a half of playing, and then an hour of internet problems. Pain in the ass. I don't think it's coming back. It did not come back last night. Honestly, it was not even back by 4 a.m. So that could happen again today, very easily. Could just be gone all day, all night. It's possible they're doing some kind of maintenance on the lines. I have no idea. I'm gonna check and see if there's any kind of 24-hour tech support. I'm gonna reset stuff on my end and do some stream tests and see if I can get to the bottom of it. Because, I mean, maybe I do need some just hard resets over here. I doubt that that's the issue, but it could be. Thanks, Greg, for the gift subs. What's up, Meatwood Flack? Good name. The Brainfist Outer Space Umpire. Necklies and Manuforti. Enjoy your gift subs. Mad Dog Mac is back for 6 months. What up, Mad Dog? And Sarcasm, thanks for the $20 of animated not like this bits. Oh, hey, dude. You got 1,000 people watching Star Sector? You got big raid earlier? Better delete this guy's stream. He's having too much fun. With the new Star Sector update looking fun? Well, it ain't coming back, chat. We're still at under 1K. We're still under 1K, so... Let's go peace on out. I'm gonna send you guys to a stream that does work. Okay? I'm gonna send you to a stream that does work. Raiders, I require your assistance. One more time. We'll be back tomorrow early. Sorry for the canceled stream. Trust me, I don't enjoy it any more than you do. Let's go say what's up to someone we never get to raid because they're never streaming after I'm done. Let's go say hi to Arcadum. A good dude who will definitely appreciate your beautiful faces. Sorry I couldn't stick around longer with you, but we'll do some more Star Sector, don't worry. We'll probably play Star Sector again tomorrow. And I'll start at least an hour or two earlier, if not more so, okay? Apologies again. I wish I could have made this a better experience for you, but it's out of my hands. Thanks for understanding. And thanks new people who stuck around. Really good first impression. That's how the stream always is. But Alien Yos, I send you forth. Good night, guys, before the stream actually, like, kicks the bucket for real. Good night for now. I'll see you again tomorrow.